All right, let's talk about cinnamon. You know, that spice in your pantry. The one that smells like cozy mornings and holiday baking. Well, what if I told you it holds ancient secrets of power and medicine, and that it was once literally worth more than gold? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the hidden world of cinnamon.
So, first things first, let's be honest. Are you a cinnamon person? It's kind of like cilantro, right? You either absolutely love it or you can't stand the stuff. There's really no in between. And you know what? That really strong reaction, that's our first clue to just how powerful this spice really is.
I mean, when we think cinnamon, most of us immediately picture a warm, gooey cinnamon roll. The Swedes love them so much, they even have a national day for them. But the story of cinnamon goes way deeper than just a delicious pastry. It's an ancient treasure with a history that's all about powerful, potent medicine.
So, where does all this power come from anyway? In traditional Chinese medicine, TCM for short, cinnamon isn't just for flavor. Oh no, it's considered a sovereign herb. Think of it like the king of the herbs, a real heavyweight. We're talking so valuable that, way back when, the best stuff was literally worth more than its weight in gold.
Okay, this is where it gets really cool. Check out this ancient name for cinnamon, Gwen. You can see it's made up of two parts, wood and invade. Why invade? Well, because cinnamon's energy is just so intensely hot and powerful that nothing else can grow near it. It completely dominates its surroundings. I mean, there's an old text that says if you hammer a cinnamon nail into another tree, that tree will just die. It's a total botanical overlord.
And this brings us to a super important point in TCM. Not all cinnamon is the same. You've got the twig, guiqi, and you've got the bark, guiro, and they are polar opposites. The twig has this light, airy energy that moves up and out. Think of it like opening a window to let out stale air. It helps you sweat out a fever. But the bark? That's totally different. It has a thick, heavy energy that goes down and in, like a weighted blanket, sending deep foundational warmth right to your core. And that leads to this incredible concept, in Hua Kui Yuan. It translates to leading the fire back to its source. So what does that mean? In TCM, your kidneys are seen as the source of your body's essential warmth, kind of like your internal pilot light. Cinnamon bark doesn't just throw more fuel on the fire, creating random heat. No, it's much smarter than that. It actually grabs that essential warmth and guides it right back home to the kidneys, restoring your fundamental energy. So here's the deal. This powerful fire can be your best friend or your worst enemy. And it all boils down to one simple thing: dosage. How much you use is the difference between warming your house with a cozy fireplace and, well, burning it down. This really breaks it down for us. A little bit of cinnamon, used the right way, creates proper fire, or zhenghua. That's the good stuff, the healthy warmth that strengthens you from the inside out. But if you go overboard, you get evil fire, or xiehua. And that's when you start seeing problems like nosebleeds or mouth sores. It's really the difference between a thermostat keeping you comfortable and a blowtorch.
And when you get that proper fire humming along just right, oh, the benefits are amazing. We're talking about warming up the kidneys, which can help with that nagging chronic lower back pain. It's also said to strengthen your teeth and bones, maybe even help keep you from going gray too soon. And it gives a serious boost to both your vital energy, your qi, and your blood.
All right, so the theory is fascinating, but how do we actually use this stuff? How do we take this ancient wisdom and bring it into our modern lives? Well, it's actually way easier than you might think. Let's look at a few simple things you can do right in your own kitchen. First up, we have a total winter classic, 10 tonifying soup, or Shi Quan Da Bu Tong. It's a legendary formula because it basically takes two other famous recipes, one for boosting your energy, one for nourishing your blood, and combines them. Then it adds cinnamon to supercharge the whole thing. You can usually find the pre-made herb packs at an Asian market or apothecary. Just follow the steps here for a seriously nourishing soup that's just perfect for a chilly day.
Want something even easier? I mean, it doesn't get simpler than this. Just a little sprinkle of cinnamon powder in your morning coffee. Seriously, that tiny dash can make a real difference. Its warming energy helps get your circulation moving, so it's amazing if you're someone who always has cold hands and feet. Plus, it can be a huge help for soothing menstrual pain. Not a coffee fan? No problem. Or maybe you're just a little tired of your usual ginger tea. Give this a try. A simple tea with just cinnamon and brown sugar. It's so good for warming up your digestive system and gives you this instant, comforting warmth that just spreads through your whole body.
It's like a hug in a mug.
And get this is a fascinating tip straight from one of the most famous herbal books ever written, the Ben Chao Mu. It says that for those nagging headaches you get when the weather turns cold or damp, you can mix cinnamon powder with a little wine to make a paste and put it right on your temples. How cool is that? An ancient trick for a very common problem.
Okay, but because cinnamon is so powerful, we have to talk about how to use it right. So let's run through a quick user's guide, the essential do's and don'ts, so you can use it safely and get all the good stuff out of it.
So, who needs to take it easy? Well, because it's so warming and gets things moving, pregnant women are usually advised to be cautious. And also, if you're someone who already shows signs of what TCM calls internal heat, you're always thirsty, your mouth is always dry, you deal with constipation, then adding more fire to the mix with cinnamon probably isn't a great idea.
And this part is so important. The cinnamon you sprinkle on your toes from the grocery store, that is not the same thing as medicinal grade cinnamon, not even close. The supermarket stuff is all about aroma. If you want the real therapeutic benefits, you've got to get it from a Chinese medicine shop. Theirs is chosen for its potency, for those powerful essential oils that actually do all the heavy lifting.
And one last pro tip for you. Once you've got that good stuff, that medicinal cinnamon, you have to protect it. All its power is in its fragrant oils. If you just leave it out, those oils evaporate, and poof, its potency is gone. So keep it sealed up tight in a cool, dry, dark spot.
So next time you go to sprinkle a little cinnamon on your oatmeal or in your coffee, you'll know. You're not just adding flavor, you're tapping into an ancient, powerful medicine. And that just leaves me with one final question for you. What other incredible remedies, what other ancient secrets are hiding in plain sight right there in your own kitchen cabinet?